On this week's episode of BJ in the Morning. Wait, are we having a musical bit?
Nah, let's keep it Reggie.
Reggie?
Reggie Jackson?
What?
Welcome to BJ in the Morning. I'm Juan.
I'm Brendan.
And we're just keeping it Reggie Jackson up in this bitch.
When you said BJ in the Morning the way you did, it reminded me of when we did the chant on that first episode.
BJ in the morning. BJ in the morning.
Okay.
BJ in the morning.
If we ever do a live show,
that's what we gotta do.
The whole 5 people in the crowd.
Yeah. Come on, everybody. You're like, no.
I'm just trying to get a blue moon at the bar.
Like, we don't even know.
Wrong beer choice, but
we don't even know who you are. That'd be so cool to do a live show, dude.
Dude, we talked about it on a previous episode when we saw the Valley Folk.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically how it was for a little bit of the show, was just them talking.
Yeah.
And us listening.
Mm-hmm.
And laughing. There was a lot of laughter.
Yeah, and we were doing that the last time we did this podcast.
We had thoughts.
We had thoughts.
We had ideas. But I think there's a lot more platforms to do more live shows now where we don't have to be near people.
Yeah.
Not that we don't want it.
But I like people.
Yeah, dude, I know I came to you with an idea recently about doing live episodes on Twitch or YouTube or stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
So let us know down in the comments.
Down in the comments.
Are there comments on podcasts?
There's reviews.
You can send us a DM.
Yeah, let us know if you would be interested in a live show, in a live
streamed
podcast.
You can follow us. Did you know we have a TikTok?
What?
Yeah, dude, I just made it. It wasn't made for us. I made it.
Right.
But we have one now. Have we posted anything yet?
No, we have not.
Dang, we should probably change that.
By the time you get to that TikTok, there will be at least 1
to 17 videos.
Yeah.
I think I reposted a clip from my TikTok on there of you.
Whoa.
Don't open TikTok while we're doing the podcast.
Dude, I'm just looking up the podcast name.
It's the same as Instagram.
It's just BJ
in the morning _
In the morning. BJ in the morning _
Same as Instagram. Go drop us a follow. You can follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok.
It's BJ in the morning _
The underscore is important.
I'm sorry that I didn't know that.
I mean, I just told you that we had a TikTok.
No, even on the Instagram. I was
you didn't know how
what is it?
Well, because it was something different, and then I changed it when we brought the podcast back. Wasn't
it BJ
the morning?
The morning.
And I figured, how many times did we have to explain that? But now it's just BJ in the morning _
Yeah.
The underscore, we had to have it because it wouldn't let us just be BJ in the morning.
Right.
But here we are with
But
an
if
underscore.
you see other BJs in the morning, just know that
you're on the wrong website.
Yep. Yep. There can only be one.
There can only be Juan. You've never heard that joke, huh?
Never.
It's your first time?
Was
it good?
It was the first time for everything.
Was it a good joke?
Nope. Nope.
But Juan, what are we talking about today? We have a couple things on the agenda.
Well, the first thing I want to get to is we got a...
Ooh.
You see that extension right there?
We're recording in a different space than normal today.
We are.
I made you drive to me.
It's okay. I didn't mind.
I love you. I hope you know that.
I love you too, man.
Work was crazy.
I bet.
You know what sucks?
What?
Having a day job. If we could just do this and get paid.
I know. If the people could just...
No, I mean, the people who listen already, you don't have to do this. But you could tell a friend.
I'm just saying, not the people that listen currently, just the people in general.
The people.
Uh-huh. Like
we the people
like
of the United
as a whole.
We the people of the United Podcast Listening Club.
We have more listeners outside of the country than we do inside the country.
I don't think that's true.
It's not, but it's pretty impressive.
It's really cool to see
how many listeners outside of the country that we have consistently.
Shout out to the UK peeps.
UK, there's at least 2.
There's at least 2.
At least 2.
Shout out, hit us up.
There was Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe? Did you see Zimbabwe on the list? But yeah, we're just stoked that there's BJs all around the world.
BJs around the world.
That'll be our tour name.
Around the world BJs.
BJ in every city.
Before we get into anything else, Brendan.
Oh, you have something else that's not planned?
We have a drink.
Oh, the drink.
The drink.
Uh-huh.
And we need to give a taste test to people out there.
We do. Okay, so, Juan, you didn't know this was a thing.
No. I didn't know that any of these flavors were a thing at all. Like, at all.
So Coca-Cola
right,
has this thing that's called Creations, and they've had a couple flavors come out over the last year or so.
Mm-hmm.
There was it Dreamlight? There was a space one. Mm-hmm. Marshmallow, the DJ, not the food,
right.
Had one.
Right.
And now there's this one, which is called Move.
That's all it's called.
It's just called Move. There's no explanation. There's no indication of what flavor it is. But we're going to try it out.
Right.
And I don't know what to expect. I really didn't like the space one.
Right. You were telling me that.
You haven't had any of these. And the reason we're trying it now, because I thought this was just a regular Coke Zero when I bought it.
Well, I'm not very adventurous with my drink flavors.
You just drink regular Coke Zero.
I drink Coke Zero just
straight
from the tap.
Straight
from the tap.
Straight from the teat.
I'll get a little crazy and get a Coke Zero cherry. Every once in a while. Ooh.
Did you hear it?
I heard that.
Did you hear it? Did you guys hear it? I'm going to try it.
All right, taste it. But yeah, I'm not very adventurous.
I think I know what it is.
What do you taste?
It's like shocking what I taste right now versus what I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
It honestly tasted kind of like the toasted marshmallow Jelly Bellies.
Mm-hmm.
But the more it sits on my tongue, I am tasting toasted coconut. Like coconut cream pie kind of coconut. Like the burnt coconut on the outside of that.
Yeah. So I just looked up the flavor, so Brendan doesn't know.
It tastes like toasted coconut. I'm going with toasted coconut, but it definitely tastes like toasted marshmallow Jelly Bellies as well.
So when I tell you the flavor of this drink, you will taste it.
Yeah. What is it?
And I'm sure it's still in the back of your mouth right now.
Sunscreen. No, that's what the white Red Bull tastes like. The coconut Red Bull tastes like sunscreen.
Yeah. Okay. So
what was you have the list of all of them, right? So what was the Dreamlight one?
Dreamlight? Dream World?
Was it Dream World?
Dream World was citrus and mango.
I liked that one.
Okay.
But the space one I hated.
Space.
Everyone was like, it tastes like what space tastes like. And I'm like, how do you know what space tastes like?
I lost it. But the space was like a minty cotton candy.
That explains a lot. I hate mint.
Yeah.
Except for in tea.
The marshmallow one was watermelon and strawberry.
Which is strange. You would have thought marshmallow Coca-Cola would just taste like marshmallow.
Yeah.
So what is Move?
Move is buttery caramel.
Isn't Coca-Cola already caramely?
It's got...
I do taste it now. As soon as you said it.
Butter.
It's, butter and burnt sugar.
Like buttery, popcorny, like...
I don't like it now. It's ruined for me now. If you're adventurous like I am, apparently by accident, don't try it.
Well, it's not bad.
No, I do kind of like it.
But it has this lingering taste.
Yeah, it's like the buttered popcorn, toasted marshmallow Jelly Bellies.
So the Space Coke is minty cotton candy sprinkled with vanilla.
How do you sprinkle something with vanilla?
Just a splash.
Just a little.
Just a little, like emerald.
What?
Emerald?
Emerald.
Emerald?
Not emerald. Emerald.
Emerald?
With a D? Emerald with a D is like a gem. You're thinking Emerald, the chef. With his bam.
He's also a gem, though.
Yeah, he's a total
fucking gem.
He's up there in the ranks of like Bob Ross.
He is.
To like my childhood heroes.
My childhood. Yeah. Just watching him cook and you have no fucking clue what the fuck is going on.
But you're like, yeah.
Where's the grilled cheese? Did you see the Gordon Ramsay fucking failed to make
the grilled cheese?
To make a grilled cheese?
Yeah, so I saw that because I watched Mythical Kitchen.
Yeah.
Do you watch Mythical?
Yeah.
So Josh started some heat between him and Gordon Ramsay because he's like, let me show you, Gordon Ramsay, how to make a grilled cheese. And yeah, that grilled cheese that Gordon Ramsay made looked like trash.
Dude, it
wasn't melted.
The cheese was not melted. The fucking bread was thick.
And burnt.
I
mean, I did burn a grilled cheese the other day on one side, and I chose not to tell anybody about it.
Honestly.
And I still ate it. It was delicious.
I don't hate, like, a good old buttery burnt piece of toast.
Yeah.
But
a little blackened around the edges. Yeah, you say blackened, it sounds like you did it on purpose.
Right. But he did it on like a wood fire, like, fucking
in a cast iron.
Yeah, on a cast iron pan.
No, dude, you need a Teflon pan, shit ton of butter in there.
Dude, that shit would have been better just straight on the fucking stove.
Yeah,
by itself.
He was trying too much. He was trying too hard. But I do love Gordon Ramsay though. So,
what are you?
An idiot sandwich. But also shout out to Mythical Kitchen because they're probably one of my favorite YouTube channels.
Dude, the shit that they make is pretty intense, bro. Like pretty crazy.
Have you watched their like last meals that they've been doing? They did the one with Tom Hanks recently.
Not recently, no.
Oh, it's worth a watch, man.
Yeah.
Especially like Tom Hanks again, childhood, you know. Mm-hmm. But the last meals are pretty insane. Tom Hanks also a huge fan of In-N-Out. Did you know that?
No.
I like In-N-Out enough. I've had better burgers.
In-N-Out's good.
I've had better burgers. But also go to In-N-Out after going to the bar because they're open late.
Right.
And it's either In-N-Out or McDonald's. I'm going to In-N-Out.
Right.
Yeah. But anyways, we sidetracked hard. What are we talking about today?
So we're gonna do one segment of a, I guess like a fun little game that we thought of on the spot.
We did. We were like right before we started.
And then, for those of you who want to hear our opinions on certain movies,
we did see movies recently.
We saw a movie recently, and we want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that movie is Ant-Man.
We did. I saw Quantumania. Yeah, that's what I said. You saw it.
Yeah.
And we haven't talked about it at all. Nope. We didn't see it together.
Nope.
We saw it separately. So our discussion on that will be the first time we've heard it and the first time you're hearing it.
Right.
We still don't even know if we liked or hated this movie. Each other. I know how I feel.
Right.
You know how you feel.
Right.
But we'll get to that. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, yeah.
But what are we doing first?
So, Brendan, we're going to pick a genre of music.
Okay. I only listen to one genre of music.
I understand, but we have to do multiple.
Okay.
Because last time we did talk about music. I had a friend message me and was like, "Hey, I don't know any of those bands you guys were talking about, but here's a couple." And then he sent me a bunch of music that he listens to. Oh, that's pretty sick, But So I feel like we gotta like play a little bit into every genre.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to do pop. Obviously, we're gonna do pop punk.
Okay. We gotta do pop punk.
We're gonna do pop punk.
I thought I had a pen in here.
There's a pen over here.
Where?
I'll get it.
See one?
I got it. Ah, shit.
I don't have one here.
I got it right here.
Okay. Because I figured we can write these down.
Uh-huh.
And by we, I mean you, because I'm holding my microphone. But yeah, so different genres. How many genres are we picking? You want to do like 2 or 5?
Let's do... Well, we got pop, right?
Pop.
Regular pop music.
So we got to talk about what pop music is. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
As we go.
So we got pop.
So pop.
Pop.
Okay, I have one.
Pop punk.
Pop punk. / emo. Let's just blanket that together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you think that'll piss people off? It'll be fine.
Nah.
It'll be fine. But I have a really niche genre for you. You ready?
Uh-huh.
So bands we listened to in high school exclusively. You know, like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Because the pop punk and emo ones, I feel like the bands I listen to in that category now are way different than what I was listening to in high school.
Okay. Got it.
So that's 3. Do you have another one you want to add? You want to go really left field and throw country out there? I don't really listen to country that much. Do it.
Fuck it.
Let's do one more.
Okay.
Hip hop / R&B.
Okay.
Just, it's like cover the field, right? Or do we need to do a classic rock one, you know? And we're going to be able to pick bands that are still together, broken up, things like that, right? Even like bands that like maybe a member has passed away, anything like that. Like, This is what we're basically doing is drafting our dream concert or festival, right?
So let's do like classic rock in general, like
anything from 90s and before.
Yeah. But that could, there's always all these different genres, like metal.
Yeah.
Like, is Metallica classic rock?
I think you can categorize them as that.
Okay, that's my first pick.
What?
Okay, that's my first
for classic rock.
So, okay.
They wouldn't be on my list. Rock. You know that.
Yeah.
But I have seen them live.
So have I.
But you remember we just went to see Chiodos?
Yeah. It's like, who the fuck is Metallica?
Chiodos open for Metallica.
Mm-hmm.
What a dumb concert. But yeah.
All right, so we got pop punk / emo.
/ emo. Just blanket statement there.
Bands from high school.
I think that'll be a fun one. And I want us to get in the mindset of our high school selves.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's bands I don't listen to at all from high school, you know? Like bands I'm embarrassed to say that I listen to. So it'd be fun to talk about.
Which one should we do first? Should we do bands from high school first?
Let's start there because that's,
How many people are we picking?
I think 5.
5 each?
Let's do 4 because that seems like a more realistic show.
Yeah.
Like 4 bands total. So bands from high school. How are we determining who goes first? Because the other rule is if you pick it, I can't pick it. If I pick it, you can't pick it.
Right.
So
whoever has the smelliest fart.
Oh. You did have pizza today. So I think you're going to win.
All right, let's rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. Scissors. Whoever wins the first one.
Whoever wins first.
All right, so rock, paper, scissors.
Oh shit!
No, it's rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
God damn it! Well, that's always an argument, right?
This is when we need video.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
How did we do that? We picked the same thing all 3 times. No one's gonna believe this because they can't see it. Okay, one more.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
What the hell, man?
4th time.
We can't do. Okay, so we both pick scissors. Okay, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, you go first.
I won.
Hi, welcome to BJ in the morning. All right, so bands we listened to in high school. 1, what is your first pick?
Okay.
And then, we discuss afterwards who's the better lineup.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What do we get if we win?
A crisp high five.
Sick. Let's go for it. I love crisp high fives.
Whoever loses has to drink the rest of that
in one go.
Move.
You have to chug it. Yeah. All right, let's go.
All right.
It's gonna move me.
So my first pick actually has to do with.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't establish any rules.
Right.
But if you pick it, I can't pick it. Vice versa.
Right.
But if we pick it for this genre, can we pick it for other genres?
Sure. It's
okay.
a different show.
All right, different shows. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done asking questions. Let's do this shit.
Let's fucking go.
Let's do it.
All right. So my
Who
first
we buying
pick,
a ticket for?
My first pick is based off of how they performed then, because I've seen some videos of them performing really shitty.
Okay. I'm scared. Is it Taking Back Sunday?
Taking Back Sunday.
I knew it. That's a great pick. That's a really solid pick. I'm trying to think of mine. I'm trying to get back into little old emo self vibes. And I'm trying again to think of bands that maybe I don't listen to as much anymore. But a band I really loved in high school. I'm going to go with Bayside.
Nice.
I love Bayside.
All right.
And then after we get our 4, we got to pick the headliner.
Yeah. 4+ headliner.
Yeah.
Okay. My next pick is just going to be probably the opener. Okay. They're fun. They're energetic. Everybody loved them at the time. 303.
I knew you were going to pick 303. You were so obsessed with 303 in high school. I don't see them headlining shows now.
No, definitely not.
But that's solid.
They were at Warped Tour when we went. Yeah.
And we missed them.
We did, but that's okay.
That's fine. That Warped Tour was great, though.
It was a lot of fun.
We almost died.
We died. We did die.
Okay, so my next pick, bands from high school. I'm trying to keep the show feel concise, like it would be a real thing.
Right.
Like that's my biggest thing right now. Yours I could see happening. Like I said, Warped Tour, you know.
Well, they always pick like poppy, like that kind of stuff.
And
to,
in high school,
open.
fucking wild card bands.
Fuck
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like,
fuck yeah.
How many weird shows did we go to? But I'm gonna go with band from high school. Say Anything.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, all
right.
From that era, Say Anything. Like I'm all there. I'm there for it. I've never seen them live, but it would be a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Bands from high school.
In case you didn't know, the genre is bands from high school.
Just bands from high school. From our high school, which
the
is
ones that went to our high school.
Like 2000 and
from 6 to 10.
To 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lots of good choices there. Oh, excuse you. Lots of great choices here.
I feel like all the bands coming ahead, it's not going to be like a coherent
dude, wild card show.
All right.
You know.
Bullet for My Valentine.
Where do they fall in your list?
They are
like the band before the headliner, or
well, here's the thing. I wouldn't put them like that high up on the set list, but
they've definitely had shows where they're
big.
Up there. You know?
Yeah, they're pretty big. So I feel like yeah, they'd be like
right before the headliner.
Right before a headliner.
Gotcha. So my show's getting there. It's a pretty solid one so far. So you got Bayside, Say Anything. You remember anytime we go to emo night and they play Say Anything, I'm like the craziest motherfucker in the crowd.
Yeah.
Like everyone else is like, I don't know who this is, and I'm like, just say anything. They're playing Alive with the Glory of Love.
Right.
Dummies. And then they'll play Wow, I Can Get Sexual Too, and everyone loses their mind. But to keep it in the vein here, I'm gonna go with The Main.
The Main.
Okay. How does that rank for you?
The Main. The Main is pretty big, and
they're
at
big
the time
now. They weren't that big then.
Right, But they put on a great show.
Oh, anytime I've seen them,
yeah.
It's a solid show. Again, so they wouldn't be my headliner for this show, but they'd probably be an opener. At least second pick,
right
after Bayside. I think Bayside would be the non-local opener for this show.
Yeah. Okay, so we got 3. So we got one more than the headliner.
Yep. This is getting tough, getting tricky. I have one so ready to go that I feel like you'll be pissed off about. Because we didn't like lock this one into a specific genre. It's just more of a big group. So like, I feel like the next ones are gonna get trickier because when we get into the pop punk and emo ones, like we have the same taste.
Yeah.
When we get into the hip hop one, that's gonna branch a little bit.
Yeah.
But not too much.
Yeah.
And the country? Did we put country down?
We did.
You're gonna win.
Oh God.
I'm afraid. I feel like you might pick one of mine.
I want to, but there's another band that I'm really thinking of, and I cannot get the name out of my head. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna go with Simple Plan.
Okay, solid choice. Weird choice.
Well, that's not the one that I originally wanted, but I can't think of the name right now.
Okay. How many do I have now? 3? Mm-hmm. My next pick. It's gonna be a fun one. They were really big in the era of high school bands for us. Panic at the Disco, but OG Panic at the Disco before they broke up. So like Pretty Odd, that era. Mm-hmm. Pretty Odd, Fever You Can't Sweat Out. That's my headliner.
Okay.
I picked them early.
Okay.
But I think they might not be. Wait till my next pick. Let me see.
My headliner is going to be My Chemical Romance.
Fuck you. I knew you were going to pick them. And that's okay.
Okay, we're going to give it... So after you name your next band, we're going to go through, and then we can swap one band.
Okay.
I'm just making this up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here for it. I'm vibing with it. Because my next band, which would be, this is our headliner, right? This is our number 1 headliner.
Yep.
All Time Low. ATL. ATL. All Time Low. Uh-huh. I think All Time Low was huge when we were in high school.
Right.
They might have been bigger than Panic at the Disco at this time. Mm-hmm. Mainly because we were waiting 5 years for a Panic at the Disco album to drop, you know?
Right.
I think, because I saw Panic in 2006, and then they didn't drop Pretty Odd until like 2009, so 3 years, right?
Yeah.
So this era, definitely. I will not be swapping any of mine. No. I think this show would be such a fun show.
I think so too. And I'm going to swap Simple Plan.
Okay. Because you thought of the band you were trying to do?
No, but I'm just trying to keep it balanced. Mm-hmm. So I got...
Because I feel like MCR and like Bullet for My Valentine, they could play a show together. Yeah. They probably have.
Yeah, so I'm going to
303 though?
303
it's a wild
is
card.
The fun
yeah.
opener.
Get the hype going.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like 303 before like Don't Trust Me came out.
Yeah.
So they're like just playing any show they can get on.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not my opener, but this
You're gonna throw on Hollywood Undead.
No, fuck no.
MySpace days, Hollywood Undead.
So
Knife Called Lust.
Now I have to do it because it was our favorite. It was the group's favorite.
Oh no! Is it Never Shall Never?
No, no. Because that'll fit in.
Yeah, it won't fit.
That would fit in less than Simple Plan.
Okay, hit it.
Giotto's.
Solid.
So I feel like to balance it out, we got Taking Back Sunday, My Chem,
They would definitely be on shows
definitely
together. They'd be co-headlining.
And then we got Bullet for My Valentine and Giotto's.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of heavy.
Some screams.
A little bit of screaming.
Yeah, real sad.
lots of sad.
Lots of sad. This is it.
And fun.
Yeah.
So what was it? What did I just say?
Yeah. No, I think that's a solid show. So, I would buy a ticket for that show.
So in order, 303, Taking Back Sunday.
They're going to open for Bullet for My Valentine?
You're right. 303, Bullet. Taking Back Sunday.
Okay.
Chiodo's My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, I could see that happening. I think it'd be like Taking Back Sunday and MCR at the top, personally. Because even back then, Taking Back Sunday was probably bigger than MCR.
I feel like you're right.
But that's still a solid show. I would buy a ticket, but I probably wouldn't go until after Bullet for My Valentine went.
Just show up late.
Yeah, show up late. Like we're probably going to do for this next show we go to. Yeah. We just want to see the last. And we're old now.
Yeah, true.
But mine would definitely go. I think Bayside was still open.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see my list. I can't see it now.
Sorry for my terrible
It's fine. So it'd definitely be Bayside opening with Say Anything right after that. And then it would be the main Panic All Time Low. All Time Low headlining, because I feel like All Time Low headlined a lot of shows when we were in high school.
Yeah.
Despite the any controversy, anything like that, this is strictly based on between like 2005 to 2012.
Right. Well, so I would buy a ticket to your show.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if our shows played on the same day,
you'd go to yours.
I'd go to mine.
I'd go to mine.
Would you really?
Yeah.
You'd pass up My Chemical
I've
Romance.
already never seen My Chemical Romance.
Tickets are the exact same price.
I have not seen My Chemical Romance, and I think I will die without seeing them. So I've already accepted my fate, even with them coming back. Mm-hmm. So I could live without. Is it sad? Yeah. Do I want to see them live? Yeah. Do I want to pay $400 for them today?
No, definitely not.
I'm going to see two of my favorite bands of all time with you and two of my other favorite people for $20. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't it like 24?
Yeah, it was something like that. But still, like, it was less than...
Don't be lying to the people.
I'm sorry. It was less than $50, right? Mm-hmm. To see two bands that I have loved for a long time.
I feel that. So...
Next genre.
If you listen to music, or if you're around our age and was into the same scene of music, let us know which concert you would go to.
Tell us now.
Would you go to B's concert? Would Bayside Say Anything, the Panic at the Disco All Time Low? Or Jay's concert for 303 Taking Back Sunday, Bullet for My Valentine, Chiodo's My Chem. Let us know.
Solid shows.
All
right, what's the next genre?
Let's do pop.
All right. Since you went first last time, I'm going to go first this time.
Sure.
And I'm going to go with a heavy hitter.
Okay.
I'm going to go heavy hitter. You ready for this? Taylor Swift.
Oh,
I'm so down.
God.
Just because,
dude,
that's the winner. That is the winner to this one, okay?
Fine. I'll come out swinging too.
Yeah, you better come out swinging.
I'll come out fucking swinging hard.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hit it.
Possibly even bigger than
I don't
yours.
think so.
Beyonce.
Ooh, that's a solid one. I got a better one, though. Are you ready for my next one? It's already here, right here.
How do you spell Beyonce?
I don't know.
I'm just going to write Queen Bee.
I don't listen to pop music all that much. But I know if I'm trying to make the concert, Harry Styles got to be on it.
Dude! Oh, God.
Fucking write it down. I'm taking him.
Harry Styles slaps,
dude. No, he does.
He's so good.
And I have another heavy hitter. I hope you're ready for it.
I hate how good he is.
I got another heavy one.
Just fucking...
I'm ready.
Sit down.
I'm taking this round.
Sit the fuck down.
I'm taking this round, dude.
Okay, Harry Styles.
I definitely have a pop chart open on my phone right now.
All right. Here's another heavy hitter. Probably... I want to say on the same level of Harry Styles, if not bigger. I feel like bigger.
Nope. Hit me. Do it.
Post Malone.
That's a solid one, and he was definitely going to be on my list. Posty and Beyonce, though? Interesting.
Who gives a shit?
It's pop.
You ever seen the Coachella headlines, dude?
It's like fucking Fish. Motion City soundtrack. Emo Night.
Yeah.
Emo Night's not even a band. But I have another one for you.
Okay.
I have another one for you.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to keep it in this vein of pop music. Tell me, and if I'm wrong, you can correct me on this. Because again, I think you listen to more pop music than I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go Joji.
Joji.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think it's more pop than it is anything else.
Yeah. That's more like of a alternative pop, right?
Yeah, but we're just generic pop, right?
Yeah.
And the last song I listened to in my car before I got out today was Daylight.
Yeah.
That song is so good.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a solid pick.
Solid pick.
Okay. Do one better. Dude, I'm winning this round and you know it. I feel
like honestly, I feel like we're pretty damn close.
Okay, hit me with your next one, dude.
All right. Here's another.
I'm gonna fuck it up. You're not ready for my next one.
Well, here's another one.
Uh-huh.
One of my faves.
Uh-huh.
Still fucking throws it down every time they put out a fucking any song.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Bieber.
I do like me some J Biebs. Peaches, solid. Such a good song.
Okay.
I don't know if you're ready. Because I think this is pop now.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't pop, but it is now. Are you ready? You're going to be so mad.
Go ahead.
Paramore.
Oh. That's debatable.
They're pretty pop now.
That's debatable.
But like, they're like pop rock. Not the popping candy in your mouth, but they're pop rock.
Are we gonna allow this?
If not, I have another one.
Am I gonna allow this?
If not, I have another one.
I'm not gonna allow this.
You're not gonna allow it?
No.
So you're vetoing my Paramore option?
Yes.
Because it's too good?
No, not because it's too good.
No, is it too good though?
It's good.
I'm pointing at you like, listen.
I'm like, get your hand down. It's good. It's a good choice.
All right,
but
dude.
I feel like that would have been better for our last category.
No, because I think Paramore now is way better than old Paramore. Like, Hayley Williams got it. You know what I mean? Like, she had it then, she's got it again. But their new stuff is so good. But anyways, I will take mine back. And I will hit you.
You better not fucking say what I think you're going to say.
I don't know. What do you think I'm going to say?
I don't want to say it because then you're going to say it.
No, well, like...
Just go for it.
Miley Cyrus.
Okay. That's not what I thought.
Well, okay. Are you going to pick the one you thought I was going to say now?
Yes.
Shit. Hit me with it.
Billie Eilish.
Fuck. I knew that was going to be one of our choices, and it was definitely going to be one of mine.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. We need
Headliner.
one more.
One more, and then
pick our headliner.
Okay. So my last one. I don't know if it's considered pop, or if I should save it for the hip hop one. I know we can do both, but like, shit. I don't know if I know any other pop artists. Let me look at my list. Let me look at this list because I don't know if they're pop or not. Oh, I want to steal this from you so bad. What are you laughing about?
I don't know.
I'm going to go with Katy Perry.
Good choice.
I don't even think she's charting anymore. But like, just imagine that Katy Perry reunion, you know, like she's just getting back together with herself.
Right. All right. And my last choice is probably the underdog.
The underdog
of my picks.
Mm-hmm.
Not an underdog whatsoever.
In any way. Yeah. Who is it?
Ariana Grande.
Okay. We'll do the lineup first. Who's headlining yours? We already know who's headlining mine.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, T Sweezy all the way.
I want to say Beyonce.
That makes sense. It makes sense.
How does she not?
And I think the opener for mine, who did I pick again?
You got Harry Styles, Joji, Miley Cyrus.
So I think with all of them, I think Joji would open, which is kind of sad because I think like Joji would hit in the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get some really high energy at the beginning, and then hit him with Joji, and everyone just kind of chills out. Yeah. And more high energy. You know,
pow,
pow, right?
Pow.
Are you saying pa or pow? Yeah, but I think out of who I picked, Joji would have to open, and then it would go to. I already forgot who I picked. Let me see the list.
Harry Styles.
So I think T Sweezy at the top. Katy Perry is going to be right before Taylor Swift.
Okay.
And then it's Harry, Miley, Joji.
Got it.
I think that's a solid lineup. That show would never happen, but if it did, that's how I want it to happen.
I feel like Miley would be after
Harry Styles.
Harry.
I don't know. Harry's on top of the world right now. You know.
Right now he is. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is right now, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Him with yours.
Okay. Opener.
Fuck. We picked all heavy hitters.
We did.
Like we didn't try to think about.
Just imagine this show like coming though.
It'd be a festival.
Paying $1,000 a seat
for the bad seats.
Okay. Opening. Ariana Grande.
Yeah, I feel like she's kind of had a fall from grace lately. She's not as big as she was. There's bigger artists now.
Next, Justin Bieber.
I think same for him, right? Yeah.
Billie Eilish. Post Malone. Beyonce. Fun fact. Me and Maria were just accepted to buy tickets for Beyonce.
That's pretty sick. Don't you have T Sweezy tickets too?
She does.
You're not going.
I'm not going.
I'm mad for it. I would go.
I wanted to go, and originally we were gonna buy 4 tickets to go, and then somehow like every time we get the tickets and we push okay. So she was accepted to buy Taylor Swift tickets in Phoenix. I was accepted to buy pre-sale in Vegas. So we tried both, and every time sold out. I think they did like one more round of pre-sale again, and she was like, she's like, whatever, like I'm gonna do 2 tickets. Do you want to go or not? And I'm like, well, I feel like you and whoever you're going with, her niece, I think, would want to go more than me. So, yeah, I made sacrifices.
So I'm throwing in a new rule now. For your headliner, what's your favorite song by them? For me, from Taylor Swift, it's a toss-up between All Too Well. I'm gonna go All Too Well. Both versions are solid, but the extended one's pretty good. Because we have talked about covers. Of Taylor Swift, but if I'm not going like ones that are good for covers, Antihero is really good. So,
okay.
And you just have to say yours for Beyonce. You don't have to say mine.
I mean, I like a lot of Beyonce songs, but I don't really know too many of the newer Beyonce songs. I really like the one that goes, "Bring the beat in."
Oh man, if you guys could see what he's doing right now.
Anything for you, Beyonce.
The beat. It's an actual beat. Okay, so
but I guess one of my favorites is, I don't remember, I think it's called Deja Vu. And I just remember listening to it in high school on my fucking MP3 player, and it's like
not even a real iPod.
Yeah, it's like a fucking, I don't even know what.
Do you remember that one I had that you had to record the songs off the radio station? So bad.
The song went bass, doom 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 doom.
I don't know it. Based on this, I have no clue.
Whatever. So,
so
honestly,
money is not a problem. We have unlimited funds when it comes to these.
Yeah,
because both of these shows would be like $1,000.
So if our shows played on the same day,
yeah, I'm going to mine. Like honestly, like
10 out of 10 would go to my show.
Okay, but like, why? Because if we're not able to pick a winner here what's the no from my list? What like makes you go, nah, never mind? Exactly.
Probably Joji or Katy Perry.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, let me tell you something. If there's any list of people that I would fucking die to see, Billie Eilish and Post Malone.
Okay.
Like, I would do anything. And what's funny is I brought that up in conversation pretty recently, and Maria was like, why didn't you say something? Because I was like, I would love to see Billie Eilish in concert.
Yeah.
Love. She was like, she was just in Phoenix like a month ago.
Shit.
I was like, what? she was like, obviously you don't like her that much. I'm like, I don't fucking follow this shit. Yeah. It's just like, I love the music. I see TikToks of them playing shows all the time.
So I think, like, okay, I would also love to see both of them, to be honest with you. If these were playing on the same day, it's tough because I definitely think like the lineup that I have is pretty solid. I could live without seeing Katy Perry live.
Yeah.
I've just recently got into Joji. It's a new thing.
How about we develop a cloning device?
And we go to both.
Fuck
yeah, let's go. We'll get right on that. I think this Coke move is going to do it for us. It's going to help us.
Okay.
So what's the next genre?
Let's go with hip-hop.
Slash R&B.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Sure. Hip-hop.
Hip-hop anonymous.
Don't stop.
All right.
Okay.
I feel like you're going to pick one I really want right off the top.
Connor Price.
That's solid. So good. I'm gonna
He's new. He's rising.
His Spin the Globe.
Yeah.
So good.
On the rise.
That song I think is Violet.
Yep.
And Buddy with
Hoodie Allen.
My first pick, Hoodie Allen.
Of course.
Because if I would have said it, you would have picked him next.
Yeah.
Hoodie Allen is one of those artists we've listened to since high school. We've seen him twice. 3 times? Twice. Both times, you, me, Killian. Had a blast both times.
Yeah.
I really love that the last time we saw him, we knew every single song, and there was people around us who were like, "How do you know every single song?"
Because we've been around, motherfucker.
But yeah, no, I love Hoodie Allen. First song I heard from him was "You Are Not a Robot."
Yeah.
I love like Moon Bounce and all. Yeah, I can't not pick him.
All right.
I'm getting so nervous you're gonna pick one that I have ready. It was gonna be my first pick.
I think I'm gonna be all over the place on this one. It's not gonna be like whatever. But I'm gonna go with Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne? Okay.
Lil Wayne.
All right.
And he is going on concert.
Oh yeah.
Concert this year.
Interesting. I'm not the hugest Lil Wayne fan.
But he is huge.
But yeah. He's gonna sell them tickets.
He's huge.
My next pick, and I think this is a controversial one. But my next pick would be. Oh, it's right there. I can't decide between these 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Mac Miller.
Okay.
I feel like that's fitting. It's fitting. I never got a chance to see Mac Miller.
Yep.
Rest in peace. But goddamn, like that would be such a good show. Him and Hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. Logic.
Solid. I don't know a lot of Logic, but the Logic that I know.
Yeah. I've seen Logic 3 times.
Shit,
and
really?
I've cried 3 times.
Okay, go off.
And when I mean cry, I mean like
you felt it.
I felt, dude. It was such a powerful,
like me
powerful
when I see
show.
like my favorite bands.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll talk about that in the pop punk emo one because that'll be the last one we go with.
Yeah.
My next pick is it my turn? It's my turn.
Your turn.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Kyle.
Okay.
Yeah, really high energy.
Yeah.
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 It's a solid pick.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm picking this next one only because I saw him in concert with Logic, and he was great. G-Eazy.
We've also seen G-Eazy.
Did we?
I'm pretty sure we did. I don't remember. No, I think it was someone else. I don't remember.
So we're going more like...
We're keeping it light right now.
We're not like going...
Like, I think Logic and Mac Miller are the biggest ones we picked so far.
Yeah.
But until now.
Okay.
Because my big one, the big pick, Childish Gambino. The Gambino's back, baby.
Okay.
I couldn't not pick him, right? Couldn't not pick him.
Right.
What's your next pick?
1, 2, 3, 4. So we both got one more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. I'm picking this because this person I should have picked for the pop one.
Oh
but
no,
Justin Timberlake. He's like R&B.
Yeah, I could see it.
Pop.
JT all the way.
He's more pop, but
he's dirty pop.
Dirty pop. Bow,
that was a solid joke. I'm laughing at my own joke right now, Juan. That's how sad
tired
this is.
Of hearing about
no, stop. We're gonna get in trouble. Yeah, no, that's a solid
What's
pick.
the deal with this pop life and when is it gonna fade out?
I'm not. All right, so my final pick.
Okay.
Ooh, this is a tricky one. I'm gonna go wild card here. Super wild card.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know this artist. Watsky.
Okay, I don't know them.
I'll show you later.
Okay.
But yeah, Watsky, dude.
I don't know how to spell that, so
Watsky. Watsky. I saw Watsky at the first Warped Tour I ever went to. He was one of those rappers that I found on like YouTube.
Yeah.
And he got popular because he wanted to be the fastest rapper in the world. Right? So he was just a white kid rapping fast. That's seriously the name of the video that got him like popular.
That's pretty sick.
And I'll have to show you this thing that just came up about his last 3 albums. It's insane. I was like, this is art.
Yeah.
But yeah, Watsky. Hit me with your last one.
We already have 5.
Oh, is that 5? We already both did 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so line up.
I'm feeling a little like reluctant about JT, but he's just like so huge, but I feel like he's not. I feel like I picked him for the wrong genre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
So I'm going to swap out JT.
Okay.
JT. And I'm going to put in Jay-Z.
Jay-Z? The way you just turned the T into a Z? How? That's solid. So I'm guessing Jay-Z is your headliner.
Yeah, either Jay-Z or Lil Wayne, but Jay-Z is pretty up there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go opener Connor Price.
Good.
G-Eazy. Logic.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne. Jay-Z.
Solid. So for me, it's easy. Watsky opening. Followed by Hoodie. Kyle. And then it'd be Mac Miller, Childish Gambino.
Okay.
And I think that's just a solid show. I would go to that show.
Yeah, I think that sounds...
And it all fits. Like, I feel like they all like have kind of like the same attitude, the same kind of...
But if they're both playing on the same day...
We already know you're going to pick yours and I'm going to pick mine, okay? So we're leaving this up to the people who listen.
To the people.
So you need to let us know. We'll put up, when the episode comes out, we'll put out, like a story?
Yeah.
I don't know,
for people to vote.
Yeah.
People to vote.
So it's a good thing we're writing them down. I think this episode is going to be a little bit longer because we got to hit that pop punk one.
All right. So pop punk and emo, but this is current. Okay.
And I go first for this one?
Yeah.
All right, top pick for me. Because if I don't pick it now, you're going to pick it. I know you are. The Wonder Years.
Okay.
Bitch. Gotta get some soupy up in here.
Okay.
You're going to take another one. You're going to take one that I really want. I know you are. You son of a bitch.
I have to do it. I have to do it. They're playing in a show that we're seeing.
No, don't do it.
Hot mulligan.
Fuck you.
Hot mulligan.
Hot mully.
Hot mully.
You have no idea. Like, this whole episode spawned from just me being excited for this show. Because it's the Wonder Years and Hot Mulligan. And I just, yeah. But anyways, my next pick. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. We're not doing pop. We're not doing pop. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Movements.
Oh, that's a good one.
Movements is a solid pick.
That's a good one.
So I'm going with them.
Movements.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's funny that you think I don't have all these picked already.
Okay. Shit. Well. All right. I'm going to go with the story so far.
Solid. I knew you were going to pick them. They were on my list for sure. But I'm going to go with Microwave as my next pick.
Okay.
Yeah. Microwave's solid. My show is seeming a little all over the place, though.
Okay. My next one. 4 Years Strong. Solid
choice. I was listening to them at work today. I love forcing people to listen to my music at work. My next pick. I have two that I really want to pick. I don't think you're going to pick either one of them. Actually, Neck Deep.
Dude, I wanted to pick that one.
I knew you wanted to pick them. Neck Deep's so good.
Okay.
Hit it. Tell me so I can tell you you're wrong.
So I'm gonna pick one that I know you're gonna love to pick. So, Mom Jeans.
God damn it. That was definitely on my list. What am I at? 4?
Yep.
So one more. One more. Pop punk / emo. How to make you want to go to this show. How do I do this? How do I really just piss you off and make you go to my show? I'm going to hit you with... Oh, God, there's two options. It's two really good options. I'm going to go with Newfound Glory.
Bro, that was my next pick.
Fuck you. I took them. Newfound Glory for the win.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, good luck beating that shit.
Oh, fuck.
I had another one in the chamber, but I don't think you're going to pick them either, so I actually had 4 more.
I want, there's a couple that I'm thinking, but they're still kind of older. You know what I'm saying?
That's not bad, because a lot of these older pop punk bands are doing tours or reunion tours, things like that. So,
okay. All right, I'm gonna pick one that is. Hang on, I forgot to write down yours. Newfound Glory. All right, so. To go really big or to go with something that makes sense or to just go really big? Which one?
This is your show. You already know I'm not picking your show.
Okay. I'm going to go just really big because this is the
win.
The headliner that's just going to bring people in.
The Hail Mary.
The Hail Mary, please just let
it stand,
please. And somehow, these guys were just passing by, and the promoters
get them.
Blink 182.
I knew you were gonna say Blink. They were my next one in the chamber, and I'm gonna tell you why I didn't pick them after we finalize this. All right, so my show. let's break it down. You ready?
Yep.
Opener is Microwave, unfortunately.
Okay.
Just because of the sheer size of the rest of these bands.
Right.
Microwave is still kind of, I feel like, on the more underground kind of feel.
Yep.
They have some really solid songs that are really going to set the mood for the show, which is then going to go into Movements. I feel like Movements has much more of the pop punk sound than Microwave does.
Yep.
Microwave's got this like almost grungy 90s like alternative kind of sound, especially with their last album and the singles they've just put out. This is going to be a shock to you, but the next band on this list is going to be Newfound Glory. They're not headlining.
Okay.
You think they would?
Yeah.
And you think the Wonder Years would headline, but they're not.
They're not.
Because Neck Deep is headlining, and you know why? Because their last two singles have been so fucking good.
I agree. I agree.
We are getting prime Neck Deep right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like Neck Deep has the energy and has the know, like they know the right people. They could get these bands to open for them.
Yeah.
But I do think the Wonder Years could be the headliner solely on the fact that they've been a band for as long as they have been, and they are super respected in the community.
Yeah.
And their last album is probably my album of all time. So the Hum Goes On Forever is my Desert Island album. So
right.
But yeah.
All right. So okay. So I'm gonna have to go with opener Mom Jeans.
So, yeah, good pick. Their last album was really good too.
Then Hot Mulligan.
Okay.
Then
Hot Mulligan's number one hot new band. They're post emo, dude.
So then, this is a tough choice, but I'm gonna go with The Story So Far.
Okay.
Is that a bad choice? You think they should be pre-headline?
I think, I think at this point in time, as of today, when we're recording this episode in February 2023, that Hot Mulligan might be more popular than The Story So Far at this moment. But that's just my opinion because I love Hot Mulligan.
Okay.
They're the hot number one new band.
Okay, I'm
you can keep it. Yeah, stick to your guns.
I'm sticking
stick
with
to your guns.
I'm sticking to my guns. All right. And
also
then 4 Year Strong.
Solid.
Blink-182.
Yeah. I could see that show happening, honestly. Maybe not Mom Jeans.
No, maybe not, but I wanted to take it before you took it.
Yeah, no, I see what you're doing there. I don't feel like I need to swap any. I feel like most of my bands might be too big to open for each other.
Yeah.
Newfound Glory is a solid pick, I think, for me.
I mean, to make it like a little more coherent, a little more balanced, I could swap out Mom Jeans for like, I don't know, Sum 41.
Yeah, but then they'd be probably like playing before
pretty up there.
Blink. You know? No, but it's a solid list. If I had to change one on there, I'd probably change Movements to Origami Angel, and they would be the opener. Because Origami Angel is a little bit smaller, but their music is really good and really powerful. And their new shit was so crazy.
Yeah, but Movement slaps though.
They do.
They slap.
But I'm not sure if they'd fit in the flow of it now.
Right.
Or I could swap out Newfound Glory. But dude, like Neck Deep headlining a show like that, I'm going with that, like I said.
Right.
So that's my pick. I think we both had really solid shows. The reason I didn't tell you, I forgot, I almost didn't tell you. The reason I did not pick Blink-182 has a lot to do with the last time I saw Blink-182.
Yeah, but that was without Tom DeLonge.
True, but the first time I saw Blink-182 was with Tom.
Was it not good?
It was fun.
Uh-huh.
But they're not that good live.
No?
No.
I
Tom's
did not
voice
know
is not good.
So I only saw them that one time we went.
With Matt Skiba.
Yep.
It was for my birthday.
Yep.
You got me fucked up.
Yep.
I remember throwing up while What's My Age Again was playing, and I was like, this is exactly the moment I needed in my life, because it was in the sun all day long in April. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was the last time. And when Blink put out their reunion tour this year, and tickets are like $350, I said to myself, it's not worth that.
No.
The first time I saw Blink, I paid like $100-something, and this was in high school. I had $100, and I was like, I'm going to see Blink. The second time I saw them, it was $20. You know, like yeah. It was a KFMA event. I paid $20.
Yeah.
That's the same thing for like when we saw Panic and Weezer. Their tour was like $150 a ticket. We paid $20 to see them.
I think it's more like 40, but
you know what I mean,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It was. We've seen so many amazing shows for so little money that like nothing could make me want to spend $300+ on a concert. You know.
Also, I feel like with like the different genres is like I feel like pop punk and like the metalcore scene and that whole like side of the music scene, there's just so many fans that I feel like they would profit more off of making those shows cheaper.
Yeah, because like we were talking about, like the Wonder Years show we're going to, we spent less than $40 on tickets. Yeah. And I don't know if you've looked at the banner or like the poster for the tour. Most of those dates are sold out.
Yeah.
And you know already I have money stashed aside to buy as much merch as I can hold. They're going to be fine, and they're not charging huge amounts of money to see them. I've seen the Wonder Years three times since 2020. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and we've seen them, what, 4 times altogether?
I think for me, 4. I think for you, 5.
Because the first time I saw them live was with you. Mm-hmm. Second time was with you. Mm-hmm. Third time was in Phoenix.
Not with me.
And the last time I saw them wasn't with you either. Because it was the Upsides anniversary tour.
Okay, so this is my 3rd time seeing them.
We're going to go hard like it's our first time. And we're going with a group of people, which is going to be fun.
Yeah.
So when you and me inevitably run into the fucking pit like we're 20 again, and at least they won't be alone.
Right.
And someone can drive us home. But yeah, no, like that's my big thing with concerts lately is like all these bands I would love to see, like My Chemical Romance, Blink-182. The tickets are too much money for how little money I make. You know, like
yeah.
And we are not like, you know, you and I both we're in our 30s. We have steady jobs.
We do.
We make good money.
We do.
But I don't have an extra $400 laying around to go to a concert.
No, it's rough. It's rough out there for concerts like that.
Yeah, like the When We Were Young Fest. It's like $600 a ticket.
Yeah, that was like it's not worth how sketchy it sounds.
Dude, and my bank said it was sketchy and they canceled my ticket, okay? So that was a one-off though where I was like, oh, I have some extra money.
Yeah.
I don't I don't have extra money. But like concerts are like that thing for me, you know, like some people find joy in like climbing mountains. They're like, once I get to the peak, it's pure bliss. And I'm like, when I'm in the pit or when a band I love is playing a song that I've had an emotional connection to, like I remember when you and me saw the Wonder Years the last time we saw them together, and they just like played those songs that you and I would scream in the car together. It was just like
it was like back to back, like the songs that we listened to on the way up.
Yeah.
We're just like, yes.
And like, again, the reason that we did this draft is because I thought about like all the shows we've been to of theirs.
Yeah.
And I looked at shows that they played before this tour. And I made my fantasy like draft set list.
Yeah. Set list.
And I'm like, dang, dude, if I'm right, solid.
You're fucking psychic.
No, but it's just like these are the songs I want to hear. And I've done that for a lot of shows.
Yeah.
A lot of shows.
I think honestly what's funny though is you and me, we listen to pop punk mostly.
Yeah, majority.
I listen to a lot of metal.
Yeah.
But our most aggressive one was the pop.
The pop one, yeah.
Was the pop.
Because we were just both like fucking heavy hitter. But I think the reason that it was like that is because we don't listen to that genre as much. You know, like we're thinking of like the most popular ones, the ones who would stand out, the ones that would win that category. We're not thinking of ones we like. I would like to go to both, honestly, right?
Right.
They would both be fun. But there's no way in fuck I'm paying $400, $500 for this show. This show alone, this Taylor Swift one, would probably be $1,000.
Yeah.
I'm not going. I'm not going at all. But if money wasn't an option, and these two were playing, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go see T Sweezy because I've been a fan of Taylor Swift forever.
Yeah.
We had a cardboard cutout in our first apartment.
Yeah.
That's not weird.
Not at all.
But yeah, the cool thing is too, like another reason that I think talking about music is fun is, you can just have music for all kinds of different emotions and different people even, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And I think it's cool that Spotify, if you're listening on Spotify, drop a follow. But on Spotify, we can see what our listeners listen to. And a lot of our listeners listen to the same music as us.
Really?
Yeah, so says
we can see that?
Yeah, dude, I showed you last time. I'll show you again
I don't
after.
think you did.
Yeah, dude. But some of the top bands that our followers listen to are the Wonder Years and stuff like that, and I think that's really cool. That even if we haven't talked about music, like that people are listening to us and they're probably our friends. And they already like the same music, but B, it's like, oh, we can now talk about something that's interesting, and something that brings people together.
Yeah.
I could go on for music. We could talk for another hour and a half.
But we don't have that kind of time.
We can make that kind of time.
We could.
But we won't.
But we're not
gonna. If you have any musical questions that you'd like us to answer, send us in a DM or something on Instagram. Again, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, follow on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you want to listen to us.
Write a review.
I
think we got one.
It's me. I'm just kidding. It wasn't me. I don't think it lets you or I leave reviews.
No, I don't think it does either.
But yeah, wherever you're listening from.
5-star. Thanks for making me laugh. Keep it up.
I love that. That's the goal, is to make you laugh. Sometimes we might get a little serious.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just play stupid games that we thought was only going to take 5 minutes.
You know what? So I've had a couple people reach out and talk about that they listened to the podcast when I had no idea, you know, and
same.
I'm just, the first thing that comes to my mind is like, we are just having fun, hoping that others could have fun with us.
Juan, we didn't talk about Ant-Man.
We didn't.
Shoot.
We keep going over and we hit the time limit. And
now we're going to have to make like a short episode or something on the side that's just like kind of like an attachment of the episode, but not a full episode. What would we call something like that?
Like a quickie?